Hello and welcome back to another playing cards picks my TBR. So if you haven't watched the other video, my other video doing TBR, I have here, let me get it out of the packaging. I have playing cards, and each playing card, it corresponds to one prompt that I have written down on my notebook. I'm trying to figure out a way to put these prompts somewhere so you can read them and you can see that I'm not just inventing them on the spot. But basically we are going to pick 5 different cards. These cards will tell us one prompt, and based on that prompt we'll pick a book to read in November. In terms of the books from the October TBR, we are not going to talk about it or how many of those books I have actually read, because in my defense I have been on a reading slump and we still have a few days of the month left, so I can maybe read them. Hopefully I can read at least one. But I spent most of the month reading this one book, which has been driving me crazy. So let's pick... I'm trying not to look on the cards because I saw some of them, but I'm trying not to look so I can't cheat. So let's pick 5 cards so you can see it first. This one. I'm not good at shuffling cards. I think I said this in the other video. I'm not the kind of person that plays cards. I forget the names of the cups of the symbols. I'm not good at cards. This one. I'm tired of shuffling. Let's pick 3 more. 3 random. You have another one that helps. So 12. Another one. Okay, let's see which cards did we get this time. We have 2 of hearts. I think I got this one in the last TBR, not sure. A J is a J. I forgot the name. Can you tell I don't play cards? It's a J of, what is the symbol? A J of clubs. We've got a 2 of spades. By the way, I'm looking at my notebook because I also have the name of the symbols, which I don't know in my head. Then you have a 7 of diamonds, and then you have a joker. And I know for a fact that jokers are free picks, so we're going to leave this one for last. So where do we start? We have a 2 of hearts, which is a fantasy book. A J of clubs, it's a complete or continuous series. Oh, that would be cool. A 2 of spades, it's a romance book, and a 7 of diamonds, it's a fun book. Also, we are going to have a more fun TBR because I feel like in the last book TBR it was very sci-fi fantasy heavy, and while I was reading the mood to read a lot of sci-fi and fantasy, I started reading I started reading a very classic long sci-fi book, and I'm still reading it by the moment I'm filming this video. Not a big fan of the one. It's kind of putting me in a reading slump, and maybe I should have done it, but I'm stubborn. But I need to do this TBR quite quickly because I'm running out of battery. So I'm going to choose all the books. I'm going to have looks on my Kindle, I'm going to have looks on my physical TBR. Then when I decide it, I will come back to, because I'm running out of battery and I can't keep running the camera all the time, the whole process. Okay, so I picked up the books. I picked 3 physical books. Let me see if I can get them. I have 3 physical books, 2 on Kindle. So let's talk about them. Which card do you get? Let's start by the J of clubs, right? I need J of clubs. J of clubs. J of clubs, which is complete or continuous series, and I've been reading the series for 3 years and I just keep putting it off. For some reason I putting off / forgetting. I never get to the last book in the series, and I do need to. It's ridiculous at this point, and if you have been following my channel for quite some time, you might know what book I'm talking about. Good Girl Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. This is the 3rd book in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. I read the 1st book in the series a few years ago, then last year I read the 2nd book. I need to finish the series before the end of the year because it's getting ridiculous. This book has also been on my TBR for quite some time. So for complete or continue a series, I have hair on front of my face, but let's try and fix it. Complete or continue a series, we are going to complete the Good Girls Guide to Murder series. Then let's do the other black card, the only other black card that we got, which again, we got mostly red cards. But the only other black card that we got was Two of Spades, and for this one it is a romance book, and I decided to pick Hattrick by Chelsea Curto. This is the the fourth book of the DC Star series, which is a series of interconnected standalone hockey romances, and they are just really fun books to read, and I need some fun books to read. Like the sci-fi book I'm currently reading, it's driving me crazy. I need something that doesn't involve space and jumping into space, and it doesn't involve kind of like a religious cult. I need something different. So Hattrick might be a good palette cleanser. Then we have, let's do Seven of Diamonds, which is a fun book, right? Yeah, Seven of Diamonds. It is a fun book. And for this book, this prompt, I got the Queen of Fun books, at least for me, Miss Ali Hazelwood. So I got Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. And I want to read Problematic Summer Romance, but that is the second book in a series where Not in Love is the first book of the series, so I want to read Not in Love first. So hopefully this month also great to forget about books in space with something that might be a religious cult and people dying and jumping into space. That book did a number on me, I don't know if you could tell. Then we have the other two books. Let's do... almost fell, but Joker. Joker is a free pick. All the Jokers will be a free pick. And for that one, because I didn't get any prompt that could fit this book and I really want to read this book, I just got it and I really want to read it. It's also part of a series that I'm in the middle of, and I really, again, I want to read this book. I've been wanting to read this book for 2 years, but the book was so expensive where I live, and I finally found it for a price that wasn't as expensive, so I got it. We've got Absolution by Jeff Vandermeer. It is the fourth and final book in the Southern Reach series. I first thought, and I think everyone thought, that this series was only going to be a trilogy, and then Jeff Vandermeer came out with a fourth book in that series, and I really want to read and see what else he has to tell us about this universe. And actually, one of my first books when I started consistently post on YouTube was about the series, so kind of a full circle moment. So let's read Absolution by Jeff Vandermeer, and then the last prompt, the last book, I'm trying to not ruin my nails by getting cards. I got it like this, but Two of Hearts, which is a fantasy book, and I decided to kind of bend this prompt a little bit because I guess this is more romantasy, but also I really want to read this book. It's continuing a series, and it is Six Court Roses by Carissa Broadbent, and this is a novella in the Crowns of Nyaxia series. It is the book between The Serpent and the Wings of Night, and the second book in the series, and I really want to read this novella. I really want to continue reading the series, so let's bend it a little bit. I know it is romantasy, but it is also kind of fantasy, right? So that's the fifth book that we'll be reading in November, hopefully. Hopefully this time I follow the TBR. So if you like this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. If you have read any of these books, please let me know your opinions on the comment section, and I hope to see you with another video very soon. Bye!